Once again, we're going to start by giving all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh,
Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Kodash.
We're going to say double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone that rule in sincerity and in truth, and the brothers in the four corners of the earth that pushing this truth also. Shalom. Anybody has something there?
Read it over.
Isaiah 13.
Read it over. It's Isaiah 29 verse 16. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing frame say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
That would be so simple, right? See, most I have no understanding. Understand? But hey, all them things that you turn upside down, this whole world, because there are people judging of our skin color. Skin complexion don't judge. You go back into the past, they never used to judge of our skin color, to judge of our status. You understand? That will judgment was over, but we saw the judge of how if you're darker, you're supposed to be lower, and if you're more light, you're supposed to be on top. That's how the society does be. But that bullshit. Because in we kingdom, we want to judge of who are the greater status, the Israelites will be on the top. Because you will have the greater status. And these Edomites, because of the status, they'll be on the bottom because they're the base of people.
Hey, Celestia, if I could say, nevertheless, that would make more sense because the melanated people are the people who are more powerful. Because the sun is not the enemy. Right? So the greater people, the superior people will be the melanated people. Right? So they should be on top. Right? And they say, hey, as you can just read over the precept one more time, Pasha.
Isaiah 29 verse 16 says, surely your turn of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
Yeah. So who's the potter? The potter is Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. Right? Yeah. And who's the thing that framed that saying that he wasn't framed? He saw saying what Big Bang Theory, and these are the nations you're gonna have that Chinese man. And that Chinese man, but there's a Chinese man now. He's supposed to be like some kind of smart guy too. There's DeGrasse, something DeGrasse. He's a Jake or not?
DeGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, DeGrasse Tyson. He's a Jake, and he's saying that was what the Big Bang Theory is how we come to existence. Right? So that's a creature. Right? The creature denying the power. They denying the creator. But as it says, it shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. Right? Because what they let the world, they forcing let the world to believe that science, knowledge, right, is the way to go. Right? That's why they have a religion called Scientology. Right? That the knowledge, they get searched. That's why they build something called a CERN, which is a hadron particle collider. Right? When they're trying to go back in time and go into the future and all this kind of shit. Right? They're trying to split atoms or they're trying to do miraculous things in the name of science. But Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai going to release some demons through that CERN to help them future like created for vengeance. Some of them might come through that portal, right, and destroy you. So that's something to say.
Yeah. I'll have to this is Psalm chapter 14 and verse 1. It says, the fool that said in his heart, there is no power, they are corrupt, they have done abominable works. There is none that do it good.
Yeah, who's a fool? A fool is Esau. Right? He denied Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, but we know why he denied the Lord, because he have no inheritance to receive. Right. All he have to receive is what? Judgment. Right? He begged for inheritance. He begged for an inheritance subsidiary to the one that was given to his younger brother, Jacob, who we are. We are Jacob. We the Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans.
I'm just going to answer something.
Huh?
You see, Esau deep down inside know that there is a power. Because even when he trying to explain his theories, like the Big Bang, he does always run into roadblocks. He does always run into roadblocks, proving that everything just happened with a bang. So he know what he does try to do is try to mislead people, because you know the further away Israel is from the power is the more power that he have. Understand? And that is that snare that he trying to lay for us.
Our ignorance is Esau bliss. As long as we remain ignorant, Esau kingdom will continue to exist. But we not remaining ignorant. Through the spirit and power of Hashem Yahushai, the apostle went into it, what? The quantum leap. You understand? So what? We looking forward in knowledge, the earth helping our children. It's just Jacob.
Isaiah 64 verse 8. Say, but no, O Lord, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, thou art our Father. We are the clay, and thou our potter, and we all are the works of thy hand.
Don't make a point now. It's because somebody say we are the clay. In Daniel, when they talk about the statue that Nebuchadnezzar dream about, they say iron was mixed with clay and they will not cleave one to the other. He was talking about the race.
That's talking about kingdoms.
Explain it right there. Say it's talking about kingdom.
In its weak nature. It started off strong and then it started deteriorating in strength. And right now we are the bottom, we are the iron mixed with clay, and this is weak, it will not crumble.
So what do you mean by when they say they will not cleave one to the other?
It's not going on join. It's not going to be a strong structure. Okay, you need bonding. Like with concrete, you need it to bond for it to be strong. You know, cement, water, and gravel, you need it to bond. But the iron and the clay, it didn't bond it. It didn't join in one to another. It didn't
And
cleave
they
in one
say it
to
will be really for me now. Let me get the example.
But well said. That iron and clay right now is like your America and your Russia. You have your America, you have different countries in Europe. The whole white man power structure, the beast system, the NATO and the EU, that whole system, some nations are strong, some nations weak, because iron stronger than clay. No, and they don't join together at all. They all have different ideas. All of them see something different. And it's here to see because
Brexit.
Yeah.
And
France and Macron.
France, they talk about NATO and them talking, Macron talking about
The way I was looking at it, remember they say Nebuchadnezzar was the golden head, and he used to dream. Daniel was superior to him in that he was able to interpret the dream that Nebuchadnezzar had. Then it break down to silver, then brass, then the legs. The legs was iron. We come down to the feet. To me, the predominant thing that exists today in this world is cars and transport, and all of that made out of iron.
But that's not. That's not.
But you laugh though.
military power they have.
Right, them battleships and them tanks made out of iron too, you know.
Right.
Read it.
The book of Daniel chapter 2, and I will start at verse 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with the murky clay, and as the toe of the feet were parts of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou sowest iron mixed with murky clay,
The clay will go back into death too.
Wait, come on, put the link on there. He coming to the next part
You
there.
gotta break it down. The clay will go back into death.
He coming to the part
Right?
there with the
strong
cleaving.
nation, strong nation, they have weak nation, and they have America who is death. Right? So the precept, what the precept for that is Habakkuk chapter 2. Right? Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. Verse 5 and verse 6. Right? 6 is the punch. It says, yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathered unto him all nations, he put unto him all people. And that's what you're all saying is that it's people. They're going to break it down in Daniel that it's people, it's other people. Right? It says, verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe unto him that increaseth that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Right? That thick clay is what he did. He did that America owed the different nations. Alright, now America owing nations and America bullying nations. Right? So the scripture said that how long that going to be? Because they're going to get judged for that. So amongst yourself, you have President Donald Trump coming out and saying, well, these are the NATO nations, they're not helping fit the bill. And he jumped in the other nations about 50 bill. Right? America has been fitting most of the bill. Macron saying that, yo, want to Trump and America. You understand? Coming in like a tyrant. But they're not coming together. They're standing apart.
Because it's really on America, you know. If you check, just as how they say the children of Israel is numbered according to their father's house, and then you read Matthew and you get the genealogy, if you follow the same process as the genealogy with each man, we genealogy going straight back to the continent Africa. And America, where do we back to?
Jerusalem.
Well,
Yeah, the Israelites.
well, that's what I mean. But
There's a reason why we was in Africa.
alright, but I'm talking about the Europeans now. The European America is a combination of European nations. And if you check the genealogy of the white man, it goes back to France, it goes back to Italy, it goes back to Spain, it goes back to Germany.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
So technically, the superpowers coming from the European nation. NATO is mostly European countries, you know. When I read,
That's not. That's why we don't speak about French and Spanish. We talk about races. The Bible is about races. You see the chart.
I understand where you're coming from.
It's with the Nah.
Right there? From there? Right there?
Nah.
Alright, just one more question.
That's not. That's why.
No.
In Revelation, when they talk about the
That's
beast
not-
with the
that's not-
7 heads and the 10 horns.
Nah, you're
That's
jumping.
not-
You're jumping. You had to get clear.
That's why everything we breaking down with biblical names. So if you go back to French, it had Jakes that dwelt in France. It had Jakes that dwelt in
Thierry Henry.
Italy.
Thierry Henry is a so-called black man that living in France, right? But he's from the tribe of Jacob. Why? What?
Yeah. That's the point.
So it's not in land. Part of the deception, as we started out, part of the deception, the potter's clay, right? Is that they tell you that you are the land where you're born in. That's not true. You just say, you go back in the lineage, your progenitor. We are what our father is, right? It's not the land that we born. But that's some of the deception that the Edomites push up.
Or for example, when I say I'm an Israelite, say where you an Israelite? Where born? Say Trinidad. But when Moses was born in Egypt, but I don't make him an Egyptian. He was still an Israelite. Why? Because his lineage came from Israel.
I trace my father lineage 5 generations until the abolition of slavery. I ain't have pictures, but our names are all my grandparents.
Right, you said you read Matthew 1, right?
Yeah,
In Matthew 1, it was calling out lands or it was calling out fathers?
father's house.
So, go ahead.
Precept here, this is the book of 2 Peter chapter.
I wanted it to finish the part.
Yeah, you're coming back to that.
Alright, go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 20. It says, knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture, which we dealing with prophecies in Daniel 2, right? Something that happening currently that was prophesied of way before, right? Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation, right? It's not of any private interpretation.
Right? Cut that too. Watch this. He said what? He said what's up his father's house, right? Then his father's only, right? It says Matthew chapter 1, verse 5. And Salman begat Boaz and of Rakab, and Boaz begat Obed of Ruth. And Obed begat Jesse. Right? So Ruth named Cole, Ruth is a female.
Ruth was a Moabite.
Right? She was a Moabite, but why her name Cole in the lineage?
Because she was the only woman in the family tree that was not of Israelite blood. But
why
Moabites from the house of Lot, not so?
That's so. What?
Moabites from the house of Lot when Abraham separated from Lot.
Right. But what I said, they said that it's only with me, so why Ruth name Cole there?
Just to make, well, remember the whole book of Ruth. They show you to me the whole book of Ruth based on they show you that the power of the Holy Spirit and believing sometimes stronger than bloodline. But I still not the father's house, because if the man was not of the tribe, the children wouldn't be inside.
Right. So you heard you say a thing, but when they really understand, you heard what that's very clear. It's not to anyone's private interpretation, and the scripture also says the Most High is not author of confusion. Right? So the brother teach you what it is. Go ahead, Daniel.
The book of Daniel, chapter 2, continuing at verse 43.
Now, read verse 42.
Read verse 42.
Yeah.
Verse 42, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay.
Right, you know that iron represents America as Babylon the Great. Right? That's what the iron represents.
I put the iron as the seven heads.
You put the iron, but that's the white
I read in the whole thing. Remember Daniel linked to Revelation? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Daniel is linked to Revelation, but if you come into learn, you have to teach you. You have to cast out the old. You can't put wine in a cup that already full. Right? It will just overflow. You won't be able to catch anything. You have to cast out. There's one truth. We have the truth. And you have to believe that. You understand? Go ahead.
If I could say, you know Nebuchadnezzar, right? They had our gold. What Nebuchadnezzar was? What he was?
A Babylonian?
A king, right? Ruling over a kingdom. So this is how the statue starts off. It is speaking about kingdoms coming down from the top to the feet. That is what it's speaking about. They're talking about
a kingdom is a king made up of people.
It have people in the kingdom, without the people.
So when they say iron mixed with clay, I say white mixing with black. And then they say down in the end, then they say don't clay. I'm telling you.
Not that.
At least my brother laughing.
First begin.
We only know strong.
The word kingdom is Mawat. Malak. Right? King, right, means is a man, and domicile, house of the king. House of the king, right? It's kingdom, it's rulership, and it's on this side before the kingdom of Israel, the kingdom of heaven, right? So the glorious kingdom was Babylon the head. Babylon was the head. There has not been a kingdom as opulent since Nebuchadnezzar and Babylon, right? That's the head. That's what I represent, right? Coming all the way down to the foot, right? Of iron mixed with Mary Kay. Go ahead.
Yeah, which is our kingdom as well. Now we're going to experience something when we continue to
Daniel chapter 2 and verse 42. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with milky clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
Right. So alright. So they talk about people when they say mingle themselves with the seed of men.
No, what I'm speaking about is dealing with the power structure of the so-called white, right? Which is the nature and the evil. Now listen, when you look at all in his power structure, you have all different races in it. Like the scripture just say, gather it unto himself all nations, and he put unto himself all people. He mingled himself with the seed of men. In his power structure,
Repeat that?
a melting pot.
Now, in ancient times, you make treaties. A king might sell his daughter over to a next king, and your in-law, your in-law now becomes your family, and what your wealth increase. Your borders, you remove the borders, and there's one big nation, one big family, one big unit. You understand? That's how they used to do it. And then when it, Yeah, that what they do, right? They unite, right? They unite with the Moabites. Even as they say, Moab is my worst point. When Moab come and he steal up his sword, the same thing. You see Moab right now down in Africa, having sex with the Africans and making children, right? But guess what? You can't do that with Moab. You can't have sex with a Moabite woman and buy land in Moab, right? You can't go in China and buy land, right? They're not gonna allow that.
So that comes to a point. It's our mixing of the races going on right now, and that's a problem we need to address.
I don't disagree with that.
If a European man come and take your sister, and when she look my cousin's sister get married to a white fella somewhere in Florida.
Right, but they don't
She not Israelite anymore. The children when they come out coming from the house,
as we say,
white man also.
Yeah, but here,
the word will differentiate all that. The scripture that brother read here earlier is let them grow together and the word will do everything.
right.
When the time comes, the Most High will separate, we are to separate. But what we doing here right now is based upon faith. We can prove who we really is.
You can trace your 5 generations back, and yet you could still be a Edomite. You can still be a Edomite.
Alright, I'll tell you a secret.
That's what the scripture says. Let us study what endless genealogies and confusion are facing.
That is it.
Is this spread?
I'll tell you a secret. Just as Nebuchadnezzar used to dream, I just dream too.
Hey, all the brothers here that's dream.
All you just dream?
Yeah. But there's
You just dream too? Alright, you just dream? Well, let me find out if the Caucasian just dream then.
yeah, they had a they have like a philosopher, what's his name, boy? Okay, his name. If his name comes back to me, I'll call it out. But they have dreamers too that predict the future. Go ahead, because the point about the other nations and the people, that is all about peoples, the miry clay and the iron is in verse 44. Go ahead.
Verse 44, Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. It says, and in the days of these kings.
Right, so it's saying the days of these kings. Listen.
Wait.
It's saying the days of these kings, right? So what we dealing with is a king. It's a kings. Notice it doesn't say one king. It's a kings, meaning now we have America, Europe, England, France. All of them is kings. They're calling themselves presidents right now, but them is kings over that particular piece of land. Right? So we dealing with that kingdom, and in their kingdom that they're presiding over, they have different mixture races. That you will mingle yourself with the seed of men.
But it says, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed.
Right, so this is why you see me outside here on the highways and the byways. God setting up his kingdom, because at the end, with the statue right there, at the end of the statue is when the Most High one set up his kingdom. And smash up everything. Right?
I just had 2 points to make. The reason why I'm making so much mention at this point is that in Isaiah, they prophesied the coming of Emmanuel. They say he will come to gather the remnants of Judah.
Right.
And then lower down, when Christ come in the New Testament, they say he came unto his own, and his own accepted not. So we need to be able to identify who is one and who is not one.
No, as we said, like that part is skipping that part. Right here,
You jump in.
the word. You see the word?
The word
When
doing
they
the work, but with explanation. We're trying to explain it to you. The word doing the work. When he came onto his own, he came to keep what, as I said, the prophet in Isaiah, he will keep the remnant. He will come to what the remnants of Judah. When he was with the Judites, he saw what the Judeans, which was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the southern kingdom. When he was with them, he said, yeah, about the sheep of the fold. They said, where is he going? Is he going to go out and disperse amongst the Gentiles? Because it's the whole nation. It's the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Right? So he went, the so-called South Americans. Right? They have folklore that he came and visited them. They call him what? Quetzalcoatl. Right? He came and he visited them. And he promised that he's going to come back to what? To deliver them. Right? Go ahead with Daniel. Just push it Daniel, like get the points out.
Daniel chapter 2, verse 44, it says, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Daniel chapter 2, verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Who is this? This is Daniel 7, verse 18. Say, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. And who are the saints? Israelite. You're shy, you're coming to take these crowns of these kings ever.
Right, so they say the saints, right? The word saint was not to be clean or cleansed or something. The word sanctified. Saint is to be sanctified. To be sanctified is to be cleansed. Now the men that are cleansed by the word, they're out here on the highways and byways. They're out here preaching and teaching. So this is the kingdom being set up in the midst of the last kingdom. The kingdom that was the defeat of my reclaim. We divide the kingdom, which is a revamp of ancient Greece and Rome. The ancient Greco-Roman Empire. And you can tell that by what? By what? The policies. You can tell that by the government. Right, they had what? Patricians and plebeians. Right, that was how the Senate was made up. They had senators. It's the same thing we have a government. And we have what? Republicans, we have Democrats, we have senators and how we have it down here? I forget how we have it down here. But basically the same thing. It all goes back to Rome. That's the ancient Rome, but that's the feet. That's the feet of Mary Clay, the divided kingdom. Right?
Also representatives.
So what?
We also have representatives. Upon your house.
Balance to you know the most like you all them nation. Time to rule.
The scripture says one nation had not had over Israel. You know? All these nations rule over us, but we have next, we have last. Right? And we are that people, we are that people that are being established, we are that kingdom that are being established in the midst of their kingdom. Right?
And we've been woken up by this word. We've been woken up by DNA test. You know, this word waking us up. That's as the Most High told Ezekiel, feed this roll and just go down prophesy. Go down prophesy and the dry bones, they will get a flesh. All you have to do is you prophesy.
Alright, one last thing. You're looking for a wife. How you know she's an Israelite?
Oh, you know she's an Israelite?
You tell me everything. I want to know, you tell me.
Why open she's Israelite?
What do you want to do?
You don't need to have an Israelite woman. Unless you're going to reproduce.
But the house that Jesus Christ show us there that they say the fruit of the righteous is the tree of life. And he that is wise when it's sold. The tree of life is that tree from Abraham to David, coming down to the Alexander Babylon to Jesus. That's the family tree. So your tree now, your tree know how to be mimicking that tree. You gotta watch what I'm doing. Christ come to try and walk backwards, you know. Because it's that force in the world that's sending everything away from the word, you know. Christ come was to gather his people and go back to how Abraham was, you know. Because the times are different. That's what we're supposed to be doing. In your family lineage, if you're an Israelite, then your father supposed to be one and your grandfather and your great grandfather. And you're supposed all the same feast.
Exactly, but if I was Israelite, my mother don't need to be Israelite.
Nah, she needs to be Israelite.
She don't need to be Israelite.
The only person in the tree that was not from the bloodline was Ruth. And they write a whole book of Ruth and they give us an example of why Ruth was chosen. Because Ruth was holy.
Who is Israel?
Israel was a nation that come out of the seed of Abraham.
Who is Israel? Israel is a man, right?
Abraham, Isaac, Jacob.
And Jacob name was changed
Come out
into
the seed of
Israel.
Abraham.
And Jacob name was changed into Israel.
Which one of you guys was
Which one
Israelite?
of his wives was an Israelite?
Jacob.
Which one of Jacob's wives was an Israelite to make the 12 tribes? Which one of them?
Alright, Jacob had 4 wives, right?
Israel had 4 wives. Israel, right man?
Jacob, Israel. He had 4 wives. 2 of the wives was the daughters of the Laban and 2 were servants.
Were they Israelites?
The 2 servants? I don't know.
The
2 wives. 2 wives.
How they could not have been? That was
Because Jacob was Israel.
No.
Jacob was Israel.
That was
Jacob was
Abraham.
Israel.
That's why
Jacob
they
was
said
Israel.
Abraham.
Abraham was not Israel. Jacob was Israel. Jacob was Israel. Abraham had Isaac. Isaac had Jacob. I know, but I'm ponging here.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
I'm stammering lips and stuttering tongue. Jacob was Israel. Abraham had Isaac. Isaac had Jacob. Jacob's name was turned to Israel. What's your name?
My slave name?
Yeah.
My surname is really King by Gary Garawe.
Right, Garawe. Your name is no longer Garawe. It's now called Ash.
Ash?
Yeah.
All the partner named Ash and he get killed.
Right.
He was a Muslim. Everybody searching for the truth, you know.
Right, but hear this, right? So you understand that your name is also what? Your name is what? Garawe and also Ash. Right?
It's our white man right now in England walking around with that surname.
Forget that. But here what I'm telling you.
They have a hotel in Dominica.
Forget that.
More airplay. That's more play.
Yeah, forget that. I'm trying to show you a point, right? The point is your name is Ash and it's also Garawe. But that's you. Before you there was no Ash. Before you was your father. And before your father was his father, but there was no Ash. Ash only became when you was given the name Ash. So the brother is asking you, where was Ash Israelite wives? If Ash is the Israelite.
Wives was Israelites, boy. Them wives had to be because he went
That's
to
not the term Israelite. You know what the term Israelites mean? Descendants of Israel. So his wives could not have been Israelites.
Male descendant. Because it's princes. Israel means what?
I understand where you're coming from, you know.
Prince of
I understand where you're coming from.
Therefore, his wives could not have been Israelites because they were not his daughters. You understand that? So his wives were not Israelites. But his sons were Israelites, but their mothers weren't Israelites. Because you get a name from your father.
I know that. Hence why I did call Abraham first.
I'll precept.
Alright.
I'll precept.
Yes, Ruth. You say Ruth was no.
She was a Moabite.
Right.
But she's still bloodline, still close.
So close.
It's close. That was Abraham, nephew.
Hey, that's
Children.
Esau.
That is when you talk to the woman very well.
Esau bloodline closer than Moab bloodline. You know that? Because Esau was twin brother. Twin brother. Same womb.
Same father. Right? This is Genesis chapter 32 and also 25. And when he saw that he prevailed not, also verse 23, so like here. Verse 22. Verse 21. So when the present over before him, and himself lodged that night in the company, and he rose up that night and took his 2 wives and his 2 women servants and his 11 sons and passed over the ford Jabbok, and he took them and sent them over the brook and sent over that he had. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh. And the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. It says, and he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince, this is what Israel means, for as a prince hast thou power with the Most High, and with men, and has prevailed. Right? So that's what Israel means. He are the prince of the power. In Hebrew is Yah, He, Shah, Prince, Allah, power. He are the prince of the power. Right? Allah. Right? That means power or God. Right? God in English. Right? So, with that being said, none of Jacob's wives were Israelites.
Alright, one last point. I gotta go there.
Rachel and Leah were Midianites. Rachel and Leah, they were two sisters. They were of the house of Laban. Laban was a Midianite. They were Midianites. They don't take an Israelite woman to bring forth Israelite children. It takes an Israelite man because they come from the seed.
Right, that's what I'm trying to I want to tell him. They come from to be an Israelite, they come from the seed of Jacob, right? The two wives come from his seed.
Yes or no?
I'm listening.
These two wives came out from his loins. Maybe. The Jacob wife came out from his loins.
No.
So therefore they can be of Israel then.
I'm listening.
Yes or no?
I'm listening.
Israelites basically was in lunch in Jacob seed bag. Then his wives came out of there?
No.
So are they Israelites?
Abraham come out of there?
Abraham is not Israelite.
Where Abraham is?
Abraham is the forefather of Israel.
That's something spiritual going out here. Sometimes we can't be running to the book right through and try to fight down. Certain things going on.
Give me John 6.
The word is the spirit. They translate the word in English. I know English, you know, and I talk in English. Language is a funny thing.
Alright. So what is the original word that's supposed to be there in the Greek?
Alright. I do an analysis in this country. And in the wider, according to this here, you have 7 European nations in 1884 that went under the Berlin Conference that colonized the Western world and tried to colonize Africa. 7 European nations. Spanish, French, English, Dutch. And then you have we Negroes, they come and meet the native, the tribes all that's out there, they come and meet the natives in these regions. So we Negroes, the tribes, the 7, and then you have the Syrian, the Chinese, and the Indians. You see that Negro group, you need to find a wife from in that group to maintain your bloodline. Yes, I understand what you're saying with respect to Jacob wife.
You need to find out what?
A wife from within that group. Not from the 7 European nations, not from the Indian, the Syrian, the Chinese, not from the, well, probably from the Indian group.
We need her to do what?
Not supposed to take a wife.
You say we need her, we need to find one for a certain reason. What's the reason?
The reason is the law that Ezra states. When the Jews get exiled in Babylon, after the Nebuchadnezzar reign, yeah, Ezra stated that the priest and the priest was mixing with the people of the other races. Remember Ezra talk about that? That was one of the major things he talked about. And that Ezra, when they bring us to this continent, it's come like we get exiled, like the Babylon time period. So when they bring us to this continent, we was in control. They had us under 300 years of servitude, and they mix up. But after that, we have control now, so you're able to take a wife and keep your house in order.
Understand what I said? We're supposed to be.
You will take a wife whose father come from the European nations.
According to the law, marry within your own
Solomon made the mistake. When Solomon had wives from all different nations and they forced him to serve the gods.
What was the mistake he made?
He served the
Was that
gods.
concubine?
Huh?
Or was that
Be
concubine?
fine. I was talking to a man mother the other day.
You know what
What's the difference between a wife and a concubine?
concubine more as a sex slave, like a spoiler war. Right? They go to war, and if they find they defeat the heathens, all the men, right? You have the spoils, which is the women. You take them, it's a process to go through with them, let them mourn, whatnot, shave their hair, pull their nails, whatever, and then you have sex with them. And if you feel to let she go, and you don't have no pleasure and she let you go. So you come like a sex slave. But then Israelite woman, you have to deal with different. But you could have concubines, correct? So then we could have other women. If you agree with it, you could have concubines, then we could have other women.
So I make my point.
The world, the scripture said the world was made for we sake.
I make my point.
The world was made for we sake, but what's this?
Make sure I get the correct
What's
wife.
this? We in Babylon right now.
Right.
And these freaking Israelite women thinking just like the damn heathen.
But the word will
So it's in-
convince
watch
them
now,
otherwise.
It's in hand right now with them Israelite women and the heathen, really not no different. Watch man, some heathen women might actually treat you better than a freaking
That is
Israelite.
true. And he said take a concubine.
Take a concubine.
Take a
I
concubine.
never say that.
Where you want? Where you want? Where you really wanting this in these last times to be treated like a king?
To produce offspring that follow in the lineage of the tree of life.
But the tree of life is the book, the Bible.
Right.
It's the tree of life. We eat it. If you accept what we say here, you will be eaten from the tree of life.
Man make mistake and it only read after the patriarchs and then there are judges. You see when Samuel is around, man make the mistake of taking a king. Remember they say we will not have any king?
Right.
And then
When we had
the house
judges-
disintegrates.
When we had judges,
and then he sent other
yes,
nations
when we
against
had
the
judges
house.
and when we had governors,
Mm.
were we in rulership? Were we on top?
We are separate and apart.
No. When we had when we had governors and when we had judges, were we a kingdom that was ruling?
Not really.
We was in
Spiritually, probably. Probably spiritually.
No, we was in captivity. Right? We was underneath the forehead because Israel, only when Solomon was in rulership, we ruled for that short period of time. Solomon was king. David was king. Solomon and David was king, right? Saul was king. We had kings, right? But the time when they had judges and they had governors, we were underneath captivity, underneath the Babylonian, the Assyrian, Greece was Roman.
Well, judges say when the people rebel against God, he sent a nation against them.
Right.
So it was a kind of up and down.
It was up and down. But what I'm saying, when they had judges and governors, right? Because here was the governors, the prophets was the governors,
That is true.
right?
When
we had-
Elijah was around, they kind of saved 10,
Who was the king?
100, and
Who's the king?
the king was Joaz. What you saying? He take a bad woman, Jezebel. He take a bad woman, don't take a bad woman.
Ahab.
Ahab was the king.
Right, he take Jezebel as a wife. And the whole kingdom went into, because she wanted them to service Baal and they wanted to kill out all the prophets.
Right now, the bad woman is Elizabeth.
The Israelite.
No, she had the blood and she just need the word and she had.
Fuck the blood, she do have the spirit.
Don't say that.
You know the most dangerous place for a
Don't
so-called
say
Negro
that. Yeah.
baby to be is a black woman. Who?
They
Right
had
now?
it. They
You know
had,
why?
right now I going to check on mine.
You know why?
So, before next man, the great
Abortion,
show.
abortion
Because
like
Thursday
that.
night is word night.
You see? Now we are
I go and check. Hey,
Brothers.
brothers.
brother.
Love. Love. Yeah. What's your name?
His name?
Yeah. Bara?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm a one. Ilam. I like it. I will come back. Always come on Thursday.
And you say
Huh?
What's the G name you say?
Garaway.
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 Yeah, that family name Ian.
But they mix up all over the place. So we should be doing like Christ and try to gather them. I'm telling you, that's what Christ come to do.
What are we doing out here? What we doing out here?
But we had to go to house like Jehovah Witness.
No.
People don't pass. People don't pass in one spot.
Highways and edges, brother.
You gotta go to the house, boy. In them ghetto, people suffering and catching hell, I'm telling you.
Them no one.
I Israelite woman make a child with make two children with a heathen. She get a next man. She vexed with the first man. The next man hit him 7 shots. That's why I see it, eh? Hit him 7 shots. He still had a mind the two children. She drink Clorox the ball like she ain't no part to do with what happened. Real madness going on in them ghetto. I tell her already. People need the word.
So you want us to go there?
House to house. Like the Jehovah's Witness.
My drink a pa. What we are saying nice.
The word powerful.
You see,
Go show them. Exactly. It's powerful, so you don't have to go there.
People just come now and then, eh? But them just kind of hit you. You know, they talk about spiritual milk, like in Ephesians and them. There's a tell us softly something about don't smoke and don't drink. But it's our real serious problems going on. I'm telling you. They wanna Rowley come and say you wanna think same sex as the devil, you know. And then these natas have flag people and them doing puja. And next to the devil, this place is easy, you know. I had a partner in a church used to go and pick up flag from people here. I say, boy, you brave.
What's the name of the Lord, by the way? What's the name of the Lord?
Yahuwah.
Sorry?
Yahuwah.
Yahoo?
The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
What's his name? What is it?
Yahuwah.
Proverbs 13.
Yahuwah.
Let's just
Move up the road and check them out, man.
in all your studies, if you attain this, you can be saved.
Alright, let me hear.
Believe. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 4, it says, who had ascended up into heaven or descended? Who had gathered the wind in his fist? Who had bound the waters in the garment? And questions right you're asking, who do all these things here? Go ahead.
Just on, I'm gonna get the Christian.
2:8.